Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are having a lovely day. So I'm just going to give a little bit of advice to parents out there. For you guys to be very careful what your children are doing or what they're up to on the internet because that internet space is not safe at all. Um, some people are very unkind, and sometimes we think that our children in a safe place, maybe they are doing maybe research or they're on Google doing a research, but we don't know what they are researching or what they are picking up on the internet or the suggestion that people are giving them when they're doing their research. Some people are just mean and very, very wicked. Now I'm going to tell you what happened this morning. So this morning I saw my son researching, and it was on the internet. So I went to see what he was looking at, and he was researching how to stop stuttering. Now stuttering is stammering. I know we call it stammering back home in Africa. So I know my son does stutter. He does stammer, but he does stammer when he's anxious or when when you caught him doing something or when he's nervous about something or when he's speaking very fast. But he speaks like me. He speaks very fast. So when he's doing those three things, he does stutter. But to me, it's not a concern, okay? Because I mean, I'm the mom. My husband does that, so I know it runs in their gene. And even though there was one time I've raised that up. I think the teacher raised it up, and they went through the therapist, and it was found out that it was nothing. It was just a trigger when he's nervous and when he's kind of like, and he's in school. I know sometimes he might want to answer a question, or maybe he's just nervous having his eyes, people's eyes on him. So maybe he stutters a class. I don't know what's going on. But apparently, people in his class have been unkind, and they are making comments about him. But he didn't tell me, and he knows me very well. I think sometimes he knows that if I hear anything, like anything, I'm going to take it up. So sometimes he hides it from me, and I think that's what happens. And I think the people that must have made those comments are his friends, and he just wants to get them into trouble. And I'm so angry because you know what? I don't appreciate my son being bullied. I don't even want to hear that anybody bullies him. I swear I will go after the person. I'll go after the person's generation and the generation after. So you don't do that stupidity and get to my son. I will go after you. So I was like, what's going on? What's happening? Why are you researching this? And then that was when he opened up. Because he knows me now. He has to tell me. He now told me that children in his class are no, he didn't call it bullying, but they are laughing at him or talking about him by the fact that he's stuttering, he's stammering. And I was, when did this happen? He said, well, they always make joke about it, and that's being unkind. The fact that it is being unkind. Now he never told me, and he knows me. I mean, hey, I was like, is your teacher aware of this? So he said no. But you know me, I'm okay. I know you're trying to. I said, give me names. He refused. I said, okay, you know what? I know you're trying to protect your friends, but I'm gonna send them out to school. Let me tell you something. You don't let anything like this, just lie low. You don't any atom of bullying or your child being upset about school. For him to have woken up this morning and he's researching how to stop stammering is a concern to me. It's annoying that a child wants, instead of him wanting to go to school, my son loves school. He doesn't want to because he's talking about the fact that whenever he wants to answer a question in class, the people laugh at him because he's stammering. And I'm like, he's like, no, no. You can't do that. You cannot. It's also discrimination based on ability or disability or something. He doesn't have a disability. He just stammers. We Africans now, we don't believe that. He just stammers. And it doesn't. If you know the conformity, he speaks very well. It's just that he is him. Whenever he does something wrong or he's nervous, he does stammer, and I know that. And it's not a worry. For me, it's not a worry. And I keep telling him, speak slowly and calm down. Once he calms down, he says what he wants to say. So I'm not going to raise an alarm bell, start putting my child or put a tag on my child because of that, because I know he's fine. All right, so I have sent a message or a mail to the school. I just went to the school now. I have a meeting with one of the people that I saw there, and I want this address. But you know what was alarming for me? what got me so upset is the research he was doing. Now I read down the research because Google is an open space. Much people are on Google. Stupid and mentally derailed people are on Google. So one of the advice that you know how when you type in something on Google, people start giving you advice of queuing or something. I don't know why some of these advice are not being monitored and being checked. One of the person or one of the people that because I started reading what the advice whether somebody said, can you imagine? Can you imagine stupid advice? Can you imagine stupid advice? And that people are killed. That's how children don't even know that these people are derailed. People are crazy. Yeah? How can you be making such advice to a child or to anybody? He wasn't on social media. I don't think he's on social media. He wasn't on social media. He was Googling and he was researching and he got to different sites. Yeah? And then someone has the infantry to advise a child to cut off his tongue. Can you imagine that rubbish? Can you imagine that? Anyway, when I took some of those sites. When I get home today, yeah, it's me and those sites. I am dealing with them. I'm reporting them, and I'm going after them. It's so annoying. We all need to be very careful. We need to monitor our children. We need to know when they are upset, when they are not happy, because it's not right for someone, to make your child feel that bad in a place that should be secured. School should be a safe place. It should be a place when a child comes in and he feels safe. That is why we have all this safeguarding and we have our profession is taken very serious. So a child shouldn't be in school and be intimidated or be laughed at or be spoken to in such a way that he feels that there's a deformity in him. It's a no. It shouldn't happen. Not to any child and not to a child of mine anyway. It happens to other people, not to my child. I'm not going to take it. All right? All right, so I just want to talk to you guys to be very careful. Talk to your children. We talk to your children. The world is becoming, and it's no more safe. It's not a safe place at all. Children can, that's why sometimes, when the children, because he's at the age whereby he can research, he can on his own get all this information. If it's before, I can keep those things, or maybe he doesn't Google, but now he needs Google for his research. He knows how to use all the search engine. Will you stop him from using it? No. But there are mad people outside whose opinion are warped, who suggest things that are, that are crazy to a child. I don't know how the internet will be policed for children's safety. I don't know. Is it that I'll make sure that whenever he's on the internet, I'm there with him. We see my time now. Don't even have time. I have to, and then I'll start now policing Google. How do I even know? He has his own laptop. He has his own tablet. He has his own phone. How do I even know when he's doing the research or whatever? Yeah, if I didn't chance, but even I didn't see him, so he's a very smart child. He wouldn't even listen to those stupid people saying, those things. But why should anybody do that? Why would anybody drop that kind of, suggestion or comment to a child? And I know it's not, the person didn't drop it to a child, because when I look at the banter, it's a banter page, and people are just talking rubbish. But I'm like, anybody can access this for crying out loud. A child who is not there, whose mental well-being is not there, could actually see this advice and actually think it's real and go ahead and do it. Can you imagine? Cut off your tongue. Anyway, guys, let's be protecting our family. I'm just ranting this morning. Parenting is not easy, but we do our best. We try our best to keep our children safe from wicked and unreasonable men who are after them. All right, guys. See you guys again tomorrow. Just if you have a child, keep keeping them safe. Keep making sure that the thing that is out there trying to take them away from us, that they don't get them, because This world is becoming crazy and wicked. All right, take care. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.